Men got it fucked up. We got it fucked up. Now, I'm not saying that women don't got it fucked up. I'm not saying that women don't got it more fucked up. All I'm saying is you don't know how fucked up men got it. We got it fucked up. We fucked up out here. We try to maintain, but we fucked up out here. This is how we fucked up. This is an example of how we fucked up. We are not allowed to be weak. We're not allowed to be weak. Men generally don't allow other men to be weak. And even women, a lot of times, don't like a little weak, punk-ass man, punk-ass boy. Now, I've heard women before mention there's something sexy, there's something attractive about a wounded boy. But upon further examination, that's not true. I had these ladies tell me, oh, wounded boys, that's actually kind of sexy, it's kind of attractive. It's, you know, he's hurt, he's scarred, and he's, you know, trying to keep it under wraps, and he doesn't want anybody to know. And I had to do some little bit further investigating. That's bullshit. That's full of shit. Because he can only show a certain amount of it. He's really got to act like he's strong. But underneath, he's vulnerable. Here's where that's bullshit. It's because usually when a man does really, genuinely start to share or really expose his vulnerabilities, he's crucified for it. He's crucified, he's vilified, he's persecuted for it. It's like, man, put that shit away. You can't be weak out here. Give you an example I just came across recently. This is what made me think about this video. I was outside of a nightclub, nighttime, weekend, getting ready to go in at, I'm real cool with the ownership and some of the security. Go in, get a drink or two, she was popping, and then bounce. Nothing hell of a, nothing serious. Chilling in my car, you know what I'm saying, getting loose. And then on my way to go inside, I hear this noise. And I look down the street, you know, I'm a Sigma male, so I observe shit. I'm observing body language, and I'm looking down the street by where the nightclub doors are. These three people have just walked out. So this dude, like I said, I can hear something. So I roll down my window, turn on the music a little bit, and I hear this dude basically going, ah! So I'm like, I'm not somebody that's like another people's shit, but it's like you out here screaming in public. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Now, what I noticed is when he let out this mad, frustrated, angry, maybe even threatening yell, the two people that were with him, a guy and a girl, lady and a dude, they both kind of froze. Their body language, the way they were standing, was kind of like, oh shit, I don't really know how to respond to this. So that made me even more interested. Like, what the fuck is going on? Long story short, the dude, now alcohol never helps with anything emotional. Never helps with anything emotional. But probably had been drinking a little bit, all of them, whoever. But then I listened a little bit deeper. This is what I heard. Dude lets out this yell. Where's my fucking fiance? I'm like, oh shit. First thing that popped in my head is, oh, somebody got her. Somebody snatched her in the club. She got some drinks in her, and somebody snagged her, dog. Damn, your fiance got snagged. That's fucked up. And then right after he kind of lets that out, he's like leaning against the wall of the building, and he's like crying, and he's like kind of pounding on the wall and shit. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up for dude. I have no idea what's happened. And I'm looking at his two friends' body language, and they're like, yeah, man, their body language is like, yeah, it's fucked up. We don't really know what to do. And then next, the girl that was there, she gives him this big, big, big hug. And then I think eventually they walked away or whatever. Now, I went back and told some ladies about this like a day or two later. Some ladies that I know I'm cool with, you know, I've got love for them. So these aren't strangers, and I respect them. I told them the situation, told it to them basically the same way I'm saying now. First thing that came out of their mouth, I wonder what he did. Now, that is a valid question. That is a valid question. From their perspective and what they deal with, that's a valid fucking question. From my perspective as a man, like I say, my first thought was, oh shit, your girl got snatched. You sure you still want to make her your girl? You might have needed to discover this before you took that final step with her. But as we went a little bit further with the conversation, they were like, yeah, I mean, if he was an asshole, she might have just left. And so it hit me a little bit like, damn, this dude just actually might have had his heart broken. And like I said, men are not allowed to be weak. So you're not going to be able to let out that cry, that roar, that yell, that frustration passively. Like with fucking, flowers and sweet smelling fragrance. Like you're going to let it out shittily. So it didn't matter his pain. He still was judged guilty of something. So even within a man's pain, his vulnerability, a lot of times, it's like, yeah, but what did you do to make her leave? What did you do to make her see this other dude as an option? Now, you know damn well, if that was a woman out there, same situation, the dude and the lady with her, if that was a woman out there, and she let out that yell, there'd have been people rush over to her, you okay? You okay? What's going on? And then either she couldn't explain, and she couldn't tell nothing. They'd still be like, no, we here for you. Somebody go call the cops. We here for you. But if it's a dude that's upset and he lets it out in the way that society says that he can let it out, in a way that is the only way he's ever known, it's like, oh shit, somebody call the cops. What? Like, and then, so it's the combination of not allowed to be weak, not allowed to show your vulnerability, but then the presumption that everything you do, you're a dick about it. You're an asshole. You're fucking somebody over. And it's that combination for men, since we ourselves, we communicate in a certain way with ourselves, so we could be better with ourselves. I'm not acting like this is something that women have to solve. Hell no. But what I'm saying is just overall in society, men don't allow other men to be very weak. If you are weak, it's got to be momentarily, motherfucker. It's got to be temporary. Cry, wipe this shit off, and then pick yourself up and get strong again. But women also don't like a weak man. There's this scene from a movie called Crash. You should go check it out. Terrence Howard is in the scene. Man and woman get pulled over. They're both black. They get pulled over by a white cop. The white cop kind of sexually harasses the woman. She's looking at her boyfriend like, do something. He's like, he's a fucking cop, and I'm black. You trying to get me killed? We might just have to take a loss on this one and just suffer this one, file a complaint. The rest of the movie, she's pissed at him because she thought of him as weak for not standing up for her. And he's like, I was trying to live from the situation. If I put my hands on this man, on this white police officer, ain't no telling where that could go. So men are fucked in the sense that we are not allowed to be weak amongst men or amongst most women. And then there's the presumption a lot of times that whatever our actions are, whatever our motivations are, it's to fuck somebody over. And so where does that really leave a man? If I try to talk things out, if I try to get help in therapy, I run the risk of looking weak. And even within trying to get that help, no, what's really your angle? Even, this is a little different, but even, I'll close out with this, even with sex. In general, man can't manhandle a woman in sex. It's about consent. It's about, her having control of her own body. And so you need to be considerate. And yet you will have a lot of women, when it comes time to do that thing, that's like, tear that shit up. Fuck me like you just got out of prison. Run through me, and it's like, and so there's a certain desire you have for this man to be an animal on a certain level. But then if he goes too far, he's an animal. And so it's just a fucked up narrative for a lot of men, a lot of young boys to navigate on what is the proper way to be a man. Because if I'm not allowed to be weak and show vulnerability, everyone has weaknesses and vulnerabilities. When and how can I show that without either being ignored or without becoming a threat? So all I'm saying is we got it fucked up out here, you know. I think a lot of women don't understand it. It's not really on them to understand it. But a lot of men know. We walk that fine line of trying to be civilized and also trying to be a fucking man. Whatever that means. So you holler at me and tell me what you think. I'm out.